Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today we're making up some old-fashioned beef stew. But first I wanted to share with you guys, I received this from SHANZU. They have some beautiful, beautiful knives, and this one is an 8-inch Pro Series chef knife. And let me tell you, this knife gets the job done. It's like a really good knife. I'm going to drop their website in my description box, and there's also going to be a code there if y'all want to go check them out, and you can save. There'll be a discount for you. But look at this beautiful knife, and it's very comfortable. It's got a beautiful grip on it. It has 67 layers of Damascus super steel. Look how beautiful that is. See if you guys can see it there. Beautiful knife. And it's very important to be comfortable with any type of knife. And let me tell you, this one's got a nice grip on it. Beautiful knife. You guys go check them out. I'll let you see me chop with it. And it comes in this nice box they sent it in. But if you like to cook and you barbecue, and I'm sure this will do a great job on cutting up a chicken or a beautiful slice on some ribs. But this knife is super sharp. Look at here. Beautiful. It cuts really nice. But I'm going to cut up some chuck roast here with it. I got 2 pounds of chuck roast. And we're just going to cut this. Look at that. It just goes right through it. I'm not even giving no effort at all on this. Beautiful. If you're a cook, like I said, barbecue, anything, I would highly suggest this knife, guys. It's beautiful. Beautiful knife. I love it. But we're going to cut this in little bite-sized pieces. And we're going to, it's 2 pounds of chuck. And we're going to, let me see if you guys can see here what I'm doing. Just little bite-sized pieces, however big you want it. This knife is like, wow. Curtis, you want to come check this out?
I can see it from here. It's cutting through it like butter.
It is. It's beautiful. Love it. Thank you, SHANZU. Okay, but I'm going to do the 2 pounds, and I got a tablespoon of oil in my pan, and I'm going to fry it up in 2 different batches because you want it to brown right. So I'm going to go ahead and brown this in a tablespoon of oil, the first pound, and then I'll do the second pound and brown it up. All right? Okay, I have my chuck here frying away. Now, you're not going to cook it all the way through because this is going to simmer for a couple of hours. So we just want to get a good color on it. Alright, I got my first pound here nicely browned. Get it nice and brown. See there? Then I'm going to take this out. I'm going to add another tablespoon of oil in there. And we'll get the other pound fried up. Now, I'm not sure if I told y'all why I'm doing it this way. Because if you put whole 2 pounds in here, it's going to give off a lot of moisture and it's going to start steaming before it even sears. So it's best to have less so it can sear a lot better. And once you have it in there, let it keep sizzling. Just like that. Instead of keep stirring it because you want it to get that nice sear on it. Alright. I'm going to dump the rest of the first pound I did here back in the pan. And I'm going to drizzle a 1/4 cup of flour over this. That's your thickening. Stir it around. You want to cook that raw flavor out of there, that flour. Cook it a minute or two. Okay, and be sure you're using a non-stick pan for this, guys. Alright, that's been cooking a little over a minute. Now I'm going to drop a bay leaf in there. I have 1/2 in my little bowl here. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. I have 3/4 teaspoons of garlic powder. 3/4 teaspoons of salt, or you go ahead and adjust your salt. And a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. It all goes in there. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. That's 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Okay. And we're just going to stir this up for maybe 30 seconds. And we're going to add our beef broth in here, 6 cups. Okay. Okay, get a little bit more here. Oh, I threw my spoon in there. Okay, now what we're going to do here is let this, see how browning that meat really well gives that a beautiful, you're going to have a beautiful gravy here, and then that paprika. But we're going to cover this. You want to keep stirring this. Don't bring it to a boil and then simmer it. And you're probably going to be simmering it maybe an hour, hour and a half. And then we'll get our veggies put in there. Lid on. Go ahead and bring it to that boil and let it simmer. Hour, hour and a half, and we'll add our veggies. And I did use low sodium. That way you control the salt on the broth. And that's how you want it. Just a gentle bubble. Gentle simmer. Alrighty, guys. This has been simmering now for about an hour and 45 minutes. Now, it just depends on how big you cut the meat. It could take less. It could take longer. As soon as it starts to get tender, because we're still going to cook this about another half hour or so until our veggies get tender. So we're going to go ahead and add our veggies in now. Alright. I got a teaspoon of dried parsley. And in here, I charred up some onion, 1 medium onion, just with a little bit of oil. That char on those onions flavors this. Flavors it really well. So we'll get those onions in there. I have 4 medium ribs of celery. I have 4 medium carrots. And I used the baby gold potatoes. They come in this little net. They're really good. It's a 1.5 pound little bag. You get them. They're really good. Just peel them. Or if you don't, if you like the peelings on them, you can by all means leave the peelings on them. But all your vegetables, try to cut them all you know, the same size. That way they all cook evenly. And there's my golds, my Yukon golds. These are the best for stew because they hold up well and they're nice and creamy. So we'll get this stirred up. That meat's starting to get tender. And we'll cover this back up. We got to add some frozen peas to this. Those will go in last. So I'm going to cover this up and let it go just until those veggies get nice and tender. Okay, my friends, this has been cooking for about another half hour. Now, some people like it, the gravy like so, or a little bit thicker. Now, if you want it a little bit thicker, just make you up a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of cornstarch and a couple of teaspoons of water, a little slurry, and just add a little bit in at a time, however thick you want it, because your potatoes and those vegetables there will help thicken it. Yeah, I did maybe a teaspoon of cornstarch and a teaspoon of water. Now, I'm going to add in my frozen peas. Just one sec. Let me get... I usually go about a half a cup of frozen peas. Now, if you like peas, add more. If you don't like them, don't add them. And we'll just let this cook until those peas are warmed through and we'll get it served up. Alrighty, my friends, there it is. It's all done. I put it in a bigger bowl there. That way y'all can get a better look at it, what it looks like. And we're going to have some biscuits with it. I made some biscuits up. Those are pretty. But it's cold here in Texas, so it's perfect weather for a nice comfort bowl of good old-fashioned beef stew. But I hope you all enjoy it. And don't forget to remove that bay leaf out of there. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. As usual, I always tell you all that. But until next time, please like and subscribe, guys. You know what? I'm going to taste this stew with y'all. Get a piece of that meat. Oh, yes. That is delicious. Those potatoes and that meat is so tender, and those potatoes are so creamy. But you guys give it a try. Please like and subscribe as always. Until next time, you guys take care, stay blessed, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye.